no spiritual awakening, no moment of clarity. And yet, my mind kept racing. What else could I do? How do I get out of this endless loop? I needed things, material things. I needed money, stability, a new job. I needed to figure out what to do about my toxic relationship. I needed to rebuild old friendships and find new ones. But most of all, I needed the confidence and courage to step out into the world and make these things happen. For years, I had been trying to make things happen, trying to turn my dreams into reality. And yet, the harder I tried, the worse my life became. My confidence was shattered. My self-esteem was an all-time low, and that had to change. Above all, I just wanted one thing, peace of mind. But this raised an even bigger question. How could I attract all of these things into my life? At the time, it all felt so overwhelming that it might as well have been impossible. That night, I went home and typed a simple question into Google: how to attract stability. And that's when I saw it. Article after article about the law of attraction. At that point in my life, the law of attraction was something I had heard about before, but somehow I had forgotten it existed. I suddenly remembered. My mother had a copy of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne sitting on the bookshelf in my childhood home. My grandmother used to talk about the law of attraction when I was younger. Every year on January 1st, she would sit down and create vision boards to help manifest her dreams for the year ahead. Back then, I never paid much attention. But now, I started remembering. I recalled watching a self-help seminar online about the law of attraction. Interesting. It was as if puzzle pieces were finally coming together, pulling memories from the back of my mind that I didn't even know I had. With no other solution in sight, I decided to dive in. At first, it made no sense to me. The idea that you could simply want something and receive it seemed strange. But the more I read, the more I learned. And I quickly realized this wasn't just some wishful thinking. The law of attraction had real, tangible applications in the world. The proof was everywhere. There are countless stories of people who have used the law of attraction to manifest their dream lives. Take motivational speakers like Tony Robbins. His teachings have reached over 50 million people worldwide, and he applies the principles of manifestation in everything he does. Celebrities like Will Smith and Jim Carrey openly share their experiences of using visualization and belief to turn their desires into reality. And then there's Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the most famous examples of someone who has harnessed the power of the law of attraction. Before he became a Hollywood legend or the governor of California, Arnold was just a teenager with a dream. At 15, he decided he wanted to become Mr. Universe. He didn't just train, he visualized himself winning. Over and over again, he walked into competitions as if he had already secured the title. And at just 20 years old, he won. Not only that, he went on to win 6 more times. His career didn't stop there. He became an international movie star, a successful businessman, and even a politician, all by applying the same principles of visualization and belief. His journey is proof that the law of attraction is not just an abstract concept. It's a powerful force that, when used correctly, can shape your reality. And he's not alone. Oprah Winfrey, Lady Gaga, Denzel Washington. Even UFC champion Conor McGregor credits the law of attraction for his success. If you can see it here, and you have the courage to speak it, it will happen. He once said, "I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them." Many people believe in things, but keep them to themselves. They don't voice it. But if you truly believe in it and make it known, you're creating that law of attraction, and it will become a reality. When you consider that books about the law of attraction like The Secret have sold over 35 million copies, and that similar principles appear in texts like the Bible, written over 3,000 years ago, it's clear that this is not just a modern trend. This is something that has been deeply embedded in human culture for millennia. At first, I was skeptical, but then I thought about it. How often had I seen friends and family effortlessly attract the things they wanted? A better career, more money, bigger opportunities. I started to wonder, what if there was really something to this? I watched in as the lives of people around me changed over time. Some of my friends and family would casually mention their dreams, a new house, a better car, a higher salary. And somehow, despite not even knowing how they would achieve it. They always ended up getting what they wanted. Meanwhile, I felt like I was missing something. At first, I believed the law of attraction was nothing more than a comforting illusion, a way for people who weren't succeeding in the real world to make themselves feel better. I thought it was for those who had no real direction in life, a psychological trick to keep them moving forward. Sure, some people lucked out falling into the perfect storm of good timing, good fortune, and good karma. But for most of us, I assumed we were just stuck with whatever life handed us. But then everything changed. I realized the law of attraction wasn't an illusion. It was a way to take control of your life and guide it toward what you truly wanted. It wasn't about sitting back and waiting for things to fall into place. It was about knowing how to direct your focus and energy to make things happen. And what I discovered on my own journey was nothing short of incredible. How does the law of attraction work? What is it really? How can you apply it to your own life? Let's start with the basics, the science behind it. Believe it or not, there's a lot of science backing the law of attraction. Everything in the universe, you, me, the building you're in, even the planet itself is made up of energy, and all energy vibrates. This might sound complex.